Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Leslie Conklin, and I'm here to talk to you today about the study of memory loss. Let's start with a simple question. What did you have for lunch today? Easy to remember. How about yesterday? Probably so. What about last Thursday? Or what did you have for lunch 1 year ago today? Not so simple, is it? Today I will describe several forms of memory loss according to researcher Daniel L. Schachter. Schachter has defined 7 distinct categories of memory loss he refers to as memory sins. I will explain each memory sin for you and give examples. The 7 sins of memory loss are transience, absent-mindedness, blocking, misattribution, suggestibility, bias, and persistence. Also, I will illustrate Schachter's solutions for some forms of memory loss and explain why memory loss may be nature's way of protecting us. Daniel Schachter has devoted his professional career to the research and study of memory loss. He is currently head of the psychology department at Harvard University. His most notable work is a book entitled The 7 Sins of Memory: How the Mind Forgets and Remembers. Let's examine the 7 sins of memory loss. Transience. Transience can be described as the loss of memory over time, which according to Schachter is very normal. Transience explains why you can't remember what you had for lunch last year. We all experience transience, but Schachter recognizes that if we were capable of remembering all the information we take in, it would simply be debilitating. It would be too much information to allow us to function properly. To combat the effects of transience, however, Schachter offers solutions such as visual imagery. He advises us to construct the information we want to remember into vivid visual images. Our brains remember pictures better than words, so visual imagery is a very successful tool for memory retention. Absent-mindedness. Schachter defines absent-mindedness as lapses of attention that result from failing to remember information that was never encoded properly. To be able to remember something, your brain must encode it properly. If the information is never stored, it is impossible to be retrieved. Have you ever lost your car keys? Have you ever tried to remember where you put them? If the memory was never stored properly, trying to remember where you put your keys is simply a waste of time. You're better off to go looking for them. And for those who claim to be multitaskers, Schachter urges caution. The very notion of dividing our attention during the process when our brains are trying to encode information has a drastic effect on recollection. Your best defense against absent-mindedness is a good offense. By concentrating on one task at a time, we give our brains the power to encode properly and therefore allow for easier retrieval when needed. Blocking. Blocking is the sin that causes the most embarrassment of all memory sufferers. Blocking is the inability to retrieve a piece of information that we know, only to remember it hours or days later. The most common form of blocking is on proper names. Proper names are difficult to recall because they tell us very little about the characteristics of their bearers. Again, to combat name blocking, Schachter offers visual imagery as a tool. Misattribution. Have you ever sworn you heard something on television but then realized you probably heard it from a friend? If so, you experienced misattribution. Misattribution is the act of assigning a memory to the wrong source. If you've ever wondered how an eyewitness can make a mistake on the stand, misattribution may be the answer. Schachter explains that people often have sketchy recollections of precise details of an experience. Our memories don't give us picture-perfect images to recall. They give us the gist of what and who and when and where. Suggestibility. When misattribution refers to assigning correct information to a wrong source, suggestibility refers to encoding memories that have been tainted or altered by an outside source. People have a tendency to incorporate information from external sources into their personal recollections. The external sources can be family, friends, colleagues, or even the media. If you've ever watched American Idol and listened to a contestant who truly believes they can sing when they can't, you understand the power of suggestibility. Bias. To illustrate the sin of bias, you might ask a sibling or a parent to tell you their memories of a particular life-changing event that you both experienced. Is their memory the same as yours? Odds are it's not. The human brain is unable to remember an event without experiencing a feeling or emotion about that event. These feelings and emotions, in essence, reconstruct the memory. Happy events create happy memories, and unfortunate events create unpleasant memories. Every individual's memories are affected by every individual's bias. Persistence. Persistence is a memory sin that is at the opposite end of the spectrum of transience. Schachter defines persistence as remembering those things that you wish you could forget. Persistence is what allows us to remember our most embarrassing moments and life's most painful memories. Schachter, however, does find the benefit of persistence. He argues that it is nature's way of allowing us to heal and learn from our experiences. In summary, Schachter's memories research teaches us many things about our memories, including that they are not created equal, that memories are not picture-perfect recollections, that they can play tricks on us, yet they protect us. In a fast-paced society that allows for instant access to all kinds of information, our memory may seem like a flawed instrument. However, Schachter's research has shown that our ability to process information, store it, and retrieve it when needed is truly exceptional. Thank you.